Top news headlines. Kongjom Day observed in Manipur, homage paid to heroes. Fire at COVID-19 hospital in Maharashtra kills 13 ICU patients. And COVID-19 situation in India continues to remain grim. A very good evening and welcome to Times of Manipur English News at 6:30 p.m. This is MASACO giving you the latest news updates. Before we move on to the news, a COVID advisory for the general public. As a responsible citizen, it is our duty to minimize the spread of coronavirus as much as possible. Wash your hands frequently with soap for at least 20 seconds. Using an alcohol-based sanitizer also helps keep the virus at bay. Avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. Avoid stepping out unless absolutely necessary. Always wear a mask before stepping out and even in your own home in the presence of outsiders, as masks have been proven effective in containing the virus. Maintain a social distance of at least 2 meters in public places. And now the news in detail. The 130th Kongjom Day was widely observed across Manipur to honor Manipuri heroes who were killed during the 1891 Anglo-Manipuri War. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren led ministers, MLAs and other top officials in paying floral tributes to the martyrs at the memorial site located atop Kongjom Kebaching in Thoubal district today. Thoubal administration Thoubal organized the simple function by strictly adhering to COVID-19 SOP guidelines. Troops of 3rd IRB played the last post on the occasion. Chief Minister Biren also led the dignitaries in offering tarpan in Kongjom River. Chief Minister told media persons that the historic Battle of Kongjom displayed the true spirit of patriotism of Pauna Brajabashi and other brave heroes of Manipur who fought against the British forces at the Kongjom Battle of 1891 Anglo-Manipuri War. Deputy Chief Minister Y. Joy Kumar, Rajya Sabha MP Leishemba Sanajauba, Works Minister T.H. Biswajit, Agriculture Minister O. Lukhoi, Education Minister S. Rajan, Forest and Environment Minister Awangbo Nyumai, MLAs and DGP of Manipur Police LM Kaute were present at the event. Paripuri Athoba Ningsing Lup Ziribam today observed the Kongjom Day at Ziribam District's Ningsing Khun. Our correspondent reports that Paripuri Athoba Ningsing Lup Chairman Dr. S. Arun Kumar Singh led the participants in offering tarpan to Thangal General Pauna Brajabashi and other heroes of Anglo-Manipuri War 1891. Kongjom Day was also observed at Tripura's Pauna Brajabashi Park, Gauranagar today. Manipuri Literary and Cultural Forum, Tripura and Pauna Brajabashi Foundation, Tripura jointly organized the event where people from the Meitei community paid rich floral tributes to the martyrs. Kawai Zila Adhaksha Joydev Deb Verma, Forum President N. Bira Singha, Secretary Khoisnam Mangol, Poet S. Kilamohan, Kowai Mera Paibi President N. Binota and social activist N. Madan were present during the program. Shiv Sena Manipur State Unit paid rich floral tributes to the photos of Thangal General Pauna Brajabashi and Bir Tikendrajit, the heroes of Anglo-Manipuri War 1891, on the occasion of Kongjom Day at the party office located at Babupara in Imphal. Members of Pangram Merapaibi and Assam Manipuri Merapaibi Apunba Lup today paid floral tribute at the statue of Pauna Brajabashi located at Udharbon Pangram of Kasar district in Assam. Our correspondent reports that the attendees also observed a 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to the departed souls of all martyrs of Anglo-Manipuri War 1891. Ampal Vice President Prabha Rani, Pangram Merapaibi leader Bajanti Singha and several others were present on the occasion. Former presidents of Manipuri Youth Front of Assam, Seram Hirajit, Thangjam Brojen Singh and several others also paid homage to Pauna Brajabashi. At least 25 critically ill patients who were on high-flow oxygen at Sir Ganga Ram Hospital in New Delhi have died in the last 24 hours, sources at the hospital said. As per a media report, the hospital, one of the biggest private ones in the national capital, said that it was running dangerously low on oxygen and had only about an hour's supply left. All the patients were critical and on high-flow oxygen support, a source from the hospital said. There are over 700 COVID-19 patients admitted in the hospital. Meanwhile, at around 8 a.m. today, Max Healthcare in Delhi reached out to authorities on social media saying it was running out of oxygen supply. Less than 2 hours later, the hospital released another statement saying it had received oxygen. Other hospitals too woke up to the panic as the oxygen supply was once again disrupted. The 500-bedded Batra hospital, which had been waiting for the oxygen supply, called it an emergency. Dr. S.C.L. Gupta, medical director of the hospital, said if the supply is not replenished, the hospital authority will start shifting the patients, even those who are in the critical care unit. There are 342 patients in the hospital. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will hold a series of meetings today, including one with chief ministers of states with high burden of COVID-19 cases. The COVID-19 situation in India continues to remain grim, even as the country reported the world's highest single-day spike with over 3.14 lakh cases yesterday. With rising cases, the second wave of the pandemic has raised new fears about the crumbling health services as several states struggle with a shortage of oxygen and ICU beds. Taking note of the crisis, the Ministry of Home Affairs has directed states to ensure that the interstate supply of medical oxygen is not obstructed for any reason whatsoever. India today recorded as many as the world's highest single-day spike with 3,32,730 fresh COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, pushing the overall caseload to 1,62,63,695, according to the data provided by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare this morning. This is the first time any country has recorded over 300,000 cases in just 24 hours. Also, India saw 2,263 deaths in the highest single-day spike. The death toll from the deadly infection stands at 1,86,928. Of this death toll, the maximum number of deaths were reported from Maharashtra at 568, followed by Delhi with 306 daily deaths. With fresh COVID-19 cases, the country's active caseload stands at 24,28,616, while total recoveries have increased to 1,36,48,159, the Union Health Ministry said today. Delhi recorded its highest ever single-day fatalities. 306 people died as more than 26,000 fresh cases were logged. Meanwhile, Maharashtra reported 67,013 new COVID-19 cases and 568 deaths in the last 24 hours. Uttar Pradesh recorded highest single-day spike of 34,379, while Karnataka recorded 25,795 cases in a day and Kerala recorded 26,995 cases. Manipur's COVID-19 total tally now has spiked to 30,047, with 86 new cases registered in the past 24 hours. The fresh cases were reported from Imphal West, Imphal East, Thoubal, Bishnupur, Kukching, Senapati, Churachandpur and Chandel districts. A 56-year-old male from Imphal East died at RIMS in the same 24 hours, taking the death toll to 381, said the state COVID-19 Common Control Room. The state's COVID-19 active cases stand at 513, while 29,153 persons have been recuperated so far. The recovery rate stands at 97.02%. And now it's time for a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Roof Coating Services Manipur. Nongju toiba lam oibana lamdam asida sariba yum singi sat mathaktagi ising yurakpagi khudong chadaba kaya mayoknari. Wabi raganu khudong chadaba sidagi ngakthoknaba miyamgidamak leizare Roof Coating Services Manipur. Services si lobiningba singna ngasima contact tobirau Roof Coating Services Manipur, opposite Uripok NRL Pump Uripok. Contact number 8787 324 360.
Welcome back after the break. Manipuri Students Federation MSF today carried out a drive against price hike of essential commodities by traders in Manipur. MSF volunteers in the drive visited shops located in the heart of Imphal city. MSF General Secretary H. Roshan informed that the Federation has set up 3 helpline numbers in the interest of the public so that they can raise complaints on price hike. He urged the state government to take up action against the traders and shop owners hiking prices of essential commodities and violating COVID-19 protocols.
Ngasigi drive asina loiba natte mafam khudimakta bazagi mafam khudimakta ngasi dagi hogdoga mafam khudimakta ngasi dagi chathaba hogani kaigumba SOP ngaktaba social distancing phajana leitana pot pungyon yolamba price list thelamda yolamba dukan sing ado MSM no khudakte action lokhot kana haba wafam ja thamjari.
Lamding Educated Welfare Association, Lewa, Lamding Thopal District, has called upon the government to look into the matter pertaining to price hike in Manipur. Lewa said the government needs to monitor all traders and shopkeepers in the state who are selling essential commodities in exorbitant prices amid the threat of second wave of COVID-19 pandemic. Lewa, in a press note, appealed to the Manipur government to initiate steps to ensure prices of commodities are properly displayed to the customers. The process of election for the new office bearers of All Manipur Working Journalists Union (AMJU) for the term 2021 to 2023 has been postponed till further notice in view of the prevailing situation arising out of the COVID-19 pandemic and standard operating procedures issued by the government under Disaster Management Act 2005, the union informed in a release today. Panthoibi Green Homes was launched at Kabam Bamdiar today as part of the real estate residential project venture of Panthoibi Construction Private Limited. Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited Chairman T.H. Hemochandra during the program said that the joint venture by Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Private Limited and Panthoibi Construction Private Limited will change the way of many people in Manipur. He further said that a total of 844 flats, villas and roof houses will be constructed under this venture. Of this, Hemochandra said 644 will be allocated for Kabam Bandiar, while 200 for Maitram. The construction will be done with 2 BHK and 3 BHK models. He also said that those who want to book the homes can avail loan from Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited with 6.99% of interest per annum.
Mode of payments easily purchased away Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited aduga Panthoibi Construction private limited se all together tawrakanda sigi magi loan gi system ama khona thamjari loan sina kamai to kadagi haga magi tenure duration sina 5 to 20 years aduga magi rate of interest mainly sina koi below 7% haja batare 6.99% per annum magi number 1 da koi magi total cost to gi 10% ama down payment hana pibi gani aduga makha tarak pa 90% dun hajika hajari loan system do 6.99% sida koi yam line easily leiba ngambina bagidam ta haja batare.
A 2-day blood donation camp organized by Irecha Tengbanglup and Sandrimbi family wrapped up. The blood donation camp was held at the Mother's Care Children Hospital and Research Center located at Sagolban, Moirang Leirak in Imphal. 40 individuals donated blood during the program. Irecha Tengbanglup President El Kiamba said that the blood donation camp was held in response to information that a child at Mother's Care Children Hospital and Research Center was in desperate need of blood. Kiamba assured of assisting people in need in the future.
Aku sendiri basi aku Irecha Tengbanglup amasung Sandrimbi family ani munsinjaraga aku na semjabani osigi matung tabada angang se khakta natana Manipura leiriba akoigi ana ayekta kaida akoina ngamba akoigi humanity ground da akoina ngamba mateng group asina makha tabada mayamda mateng pangjagani.
All Manipur VDF Welfare Association has urged the Manipur government to translate into action the memorandum submitted to the Chief Minister on April 21st last. The association will continue to pursue for its long-pending demands, Association President M. Amuthoi told newsmen at Manipur Press Club in Imphal today. M. Amuthoi also hailed the state government for taking up various measures for the welfare of VDF.
Akoi mamang su hokki ba koin tanjagi ba demand sing demand haro haro mateng pangbirak ba akoi ga mari hena phan bi ba asugum leibana maram borakanda lebak sigi akoi mapa pu soi biri ba honorable minister bu all Manipur BDF welfare association site gi hanletan thakachari adugo lena ngasi mo akoi tanjari ba demand sing sisu akoi gi honorable minister amadi home department ga punna akoi kusam naraga hari ba akoi tanjari ba demand sing asi bibirakani haibagi thajaba thamjaba lena Manipur Sarkar bu all Manipur BDF welfare association gi makai degi amukana appeal tawjabagolena nung singjari.
Nikhil Bishnupriya Manipuri Youth Association NBMYA Guakal Borobekra Zirbam district has appealed to the Education Department to cancel the transfer order of 2 lecturers at Borobekra Government Higher Secondary School until the vacant post is filled up. NBMYA General Secretary P. Parameshwar Singha in a release said the school has been facing shortage of teachers. And now it's time for another short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Iramdam asidasu anauba oina world class machine sizinaduna 20 steps refining eye testing gi facility phanghanjari. Leo Lamlong Excellency Opticals Khurai Lamlong Bazaar Tinchit Road Imphal East.
Adom gidamakta khudongchaba asi pijari. Adom gi mit lemna test tawjari amasung adom gi chanaba chunaba lens sing amadi frame singda chada kun fawgi discount pijari. Leo Lamlong Excellency Opticals Khurai Lamlong Bazaar Tinchit Road Imphal East.
Tom Cable ki subscriber sing da khangan jari madudi subscriber sing na channel suna amadi ayet apan yaudana yengbina ba recharge tawiyo. Pizariba package sing de basic package ta lupa chani amadi atopa package sing da lupa chahum yankhai chamri amadi chamri yankhai pijari. Recharge tawnabagi damak makhada pijari ba khuthang ahum asidagi khanbiyo. Ahan bada online recharge. Online da recharge tawnabagi damak tomtv.co.in da changbiduna yamna laiba process ta recharge tawiyo. Anisubada distributor recharge. Isa gi distributor sing da monthly subscription submit to viduna recharge tawiyo. Natraga ahum subada office recharge. Uripok koisnam lekai da leiba TOMTV gi office ta laktuna recharge tawiyo. Khanghanjari ba Tom Cable Uripok koisnam lekai Imphal. Ekoi gi contact number 89742 79099 natraga 8132 089758.
Welcome back after the break. The Joint Action Committee against the murder of Ningthaujam Baby Sanachanu has informed that it sent a letter to Prime Minister Narendra Modi yesterday requesting him to initiate steps for re-investigation into Baby Sana's case. Informing this to reporters at the residence of late Baby Sana in Thangmaiband, Mesnam Lekai, JAC convener L. Gyaneshwari said that the recent CBI final report on Baby Sana's case was unacceptable. Mention may be made that 14-year-old Ningthaujam Baby Sana, a student of Standard Robert Higher Secondary School, Kanchipur, was mysteriously found dead inside her hostel room in 2019. El Gyaneshwari went on to say that the April 1, 2021 final report submitted by CBI to Chief Judicial Magistrate Imphal West was highly objectionable.
बेटी बचाओ मागी स्लोगान सिगी ओना तैना बदा कनबी बगी महुत्ता हातोक बिबा अमसुंग लाइरिक तमहनबगी महुत्ता लाइरिक तंब फंगंदना थौरी यानसंदना थंबीरंबा मसे अखोय भारत सरकार दा मणिपुर की लेंगाक अमसुंग सीबीआई स्पेशल क्राइम ब्रांच ना नहा के सुगुंबा स्लोगान सिगी ओपोज दा मायोक दा थबक तौरे अदुना प्राइम मिनिस्टर ना मसी एक्शन लोखत पियु हाइबसे मसिने अखोय जी सिना मंगोंदा थारी बसे खुनाई सिबु कन्नबगी दमत खुनाई की बेबी सना कक्तनते मसिंग हंदकी सिना बेबी सना की सिना मतिक चाबा दंदी फंग्रबदी मणिपुर लेबी मिहार पखुदिमक मिहार पकिरकने मसु खुनाई सिगी चासिंगु कनगमंगनबनी हाइबसे अखोय जे सिगी थाजजबनी.
Department of Geology, S. Kula Women's College, Nambol, observed Earth Day on the theme Restore Our Earth yesterday. College Principal Dr. W. Robindro led the teaching and non-teaching staffs in planting saplings inside the college campus to mark the event. A two-day program on 200th Executive Council and 41st General Assembly of Manipur Baptist Convention came to an end today. The program was held under the aegis of Monsang Naga Baptist Churches Association (MNBCA) at Japo Baptist Church, Chandel District Headquarters. The program was held on the theme Standing Firm to the End. All COVID-19 safety rules were strictly followed during the program. Troops of Assam Rifles Kopum Battalion, under the aegis of Headquarters 21st Sector Assam Rifles and Inspector General Assam Rifles East, organized a lecture and awareness program on World Earth Day for locals of Kopum Valley, Noni District yesterday. Prior to the program, the locals were educated on the importance of COVID-appropriate behavior, wearing of face masks, maintaining social distancing, and frequent washing of hands. The villagers were also sensitized on COVID vaccine and the need to follow all protocols even after vaccination. During the awareness program, the locals were also educated about the global warming caused by deforestation, importance of natural environment, and effects on human lives by environmental degradation. COVID-19 has reached the world's highest peak, Mount Everest, after Norwegian mountaineer Erlend Ness tested positive for the virus. A media report quoted Erlend Ness as saying that his diagnosis is COVID-19. Climber Ness, who was evacuated from the slopes of Mount Everest by a helicopter, was admitted to a hospital in Kathmandu, the national capital of Nepal. Erlend Ness informed that a Sherpa in his party had also tested positive for COVID-19. Ness also said that he really hopes that none of the others get infected with corona high up in the mountains. It is impossible to evacuate people with a helicopter when they're above 8,000 meters, the climber added. And now it's time for the sports news. All India Kung Fu Federation AIKF has kicked off a month-long online Sanda Pro Fighters training program at Pune in Maharashtra today. The training program aims at boosting the immune system to help fight against the deadly COVID-19. On the opening day, Kung Fu players from 17 states took part in the training program today. The training program is held under the instruction of Pune-based Kung Fu Pro Sanda instructor Omkar Pawar. And now, before we wrap up, the top news headlines once again. Kongjom Days observed in Manipur, homage paid to heroes. Fire at COVID-19 hospital in Maharashtra kills 13 ICU patients. And COVID-19 situation in India continues to remain grim. And that's all for the English news at 6:30 p.m. Thank you for watching.